Hey, it's Satori, founder of Live to Love and creator of the Satori Method. Listen, I'm sat here right now at outside the famous SLS Hotel in Beverly Hills, just taking a little evening walk, and I was thinking about what could I create tonight, short little video, because there's a question that I get a lot from people, and the question I get from men and women, I get the question, hey, I'm so ready to fall in love, I'm looking for the love of my life, how do I find him? How do I find her? What is the distinction? I always keep attracting assholes. So what is the distinction? And I look at there's two specific traits and actions or inactions that you want to look for in a potential partner. A partner that literally can be your partner for the rest of your life to fulfill your life. And there are two traits. And we all have the traits. The question is, do they have the values and inspiration and the drive and the motivation to be that for you? Do they have the inspiration to actually, for themselves, to be that? And so the two traits I'm going to give you, the first trait that you want to know that your partner has, no matter what. I mean, you can have a partner that has all the money, has all the looks, has all the mental capacities, intelligent person. And they say they want all these different things in life, but if they don't have these two qualities, it's not going to work. No matter how beautiful they are, how great they are in bed, how much money they have, it won't work. So the first quality that you need to look for and that you want to identify is the willingness to tell the truth about themselves. Not about other people, about themselves. And that's a skill set, because most people have no idea how to tell the truth about themselves, because we're so conditioned, so trained to hide our flaws, hide our mistakes, hide our weaknesses, that we don't really know how to do it. So you really want to know, hear them to be able to speak and tell the truth about themselves. And there's some questions that you can ask. I'll tell you a couple questions that you can ask, before we end here today. The second trait that you really want in a potential partner is their willingness. Their willingness. They don't have to have this down. They don't have to know this. They don't have to master this. But they have to have the willingness. And their willingness is to love unconditionally, to learn how to love you unconditionally. Because, if they don't know how to love you unconditionally, that's one thing. But if they don't have the willingness to learn to love you unconditionally, you're screwed, honestly. Because no matter what's happening, you're gonna have to hide your flaws, hide your mistakes, because they're not gonna appreciate you with all of you, embrace all of you exactly for who you are. So number one, be able to tell the truth about who they are, about themselves, about their mistakes, their flaws, their weaknesses, their dreams, their fears, everything. And the willingness to learn how to love you unconditionally, meaning embrace all of you, both your weaknesses and your strengths, the things that you've been hiding in your life and the things that you're proud of, all of it. So what are some of the questions that you can ask? Well, a great question to ask that I love is, when you have a partner that you go on a date, is to ask the question, tell me, what was the reason your last relationship or your last two relationships ended? And what was your part in it? If they can't answer what their part in it is, or if they keep blaming or they start by blaming, that's a good indication that you will be next to be blamed for anything that doesn't go their way. So that's one question to ask. Another question to ask is, tell me about a mistake that you did at work, or tell me about your boss. And if they start talking about the boss or their situations in their life in a way that is not serving other people, that's just serving them, that's a good indication that you may want to question if they're willing to tell the truth about themselves. Okay? And the willingness to love you. Well, the question is not, can they be loving to you when you are doing exactly what they want? I mean, honestly, any idiot can love you when you do what they want them to do. That's not even love. That's just you pleasing them and doing what they want, fulfilling their needs for the moment. The real test of are they loving you is, can they be loving and caring about you when you're inconvenienced? When you're not doing what they want you to do, when you're doing something that is, against their values. Do they still care about you? Do they still listen to you? Those are some of the things we look for. Anyway, that's my short little video for today. And I hope you have an awesome evening or day, whatever you are. And until next time, live fully and enjoy yourself. Bye.